Then the next one is criteria number 6, where you have very little to do, isn't it? But still, the first priority is IQAC. All IQAC coordinators, your antennas must be open and wide enough that the IQAC, right from the establishment of the IQAC in your college, how do you function it? Minimum 4 meetings in a year are expected, which means per semester at least 2. Okay. Are you maintaining the MOMs of this or not? Whatever the decisions are made, are you implementing those decisions or not? What action has been taken on these MOMs? How the quality has kept on increasing every year, that you have to prove through various activities and the documentation of it. So the IQAC has to be very much vibrant, and whatever it has to be actually what it has to be a nerve center for entire college as far as quality is concerned. Quality, in the beginning I told you, quality establishment, then quality enhancement. Enhancement will be endorsed by NAC once you go through this process, and NAC gives you the certificate. That is nothing but the endorsement by the NAC that your quality is now established and it is on the way of enhancement. Okay, and we have recognized your efforts of quality enhancement. Now your next task is sustenance of this quality. Keep on improving, keep on enhancing the quality and sustain that. Do not let it happen that the quality goes down sometime. Please don't do that. Okay, so after enhancement, quality has to be sustained. That effort has to be shown through IQAC activities. Now you have to mention many IQAC initiatives, quality initiatives in the college. What quality initiatives you have taken? Whenever you mention those quality initiatives, please, all IQAC coordinators, pay attention. Whenever you mention the quality initiatives in your SSR, the back calculation or back record has to be created. What is that back record? You have to mention these quality initiatives in some of your meetings. Okay, after you mention it in your meetings, you have to or minutes, your minutes have to be shared with your management. Okay, and once management accepts these quality initiatives, and whatever the budget you are asking for, if that is sanctioned by the management or not, that you will understand from those meetings of the management, isn't it? And from those meetings, from their MOM, you may have governing council, you may have executive council, whatever you call at your individual colleges. Whoever is the decision making authority, whoever is the sanctioning authority, you have to get the sanctions and through the MOM of those committees, meetings. Got it? So only starting or initiating some quality initiative is not enough. That has to reflect backwards in your records. Okay, then only it can be said that your entire system of decision making, your system of governance is up to the mark. Number 2 important thing is institutional vision and leadership. The vision of the parent organization. For example, here in chemistry, KMC college, their parent organization is KTSP Mandal, Khalapur Taluka Shikshan Prasarak Mandal. What is the vision? What is the mission of KTSP Mandal? Then what is the vision and mission of KMC college? Then what is the vision and mission of individual department of KMC college? Every department must have their individual vision and mission. Okay, for department, who is the leader? HOD is the leader. For college, who is the leader? Head of the institution is the leader. And for governance, who is the leader? Secretary or chairman of the governing council is the leader. Isn't it? Whatever is the philosophy given by the parent organization, whether that philosophy is accepted and percolated in the college, in the department or not, that syncing is checked here. There has to be synchronization. Number 3 is strategy development and deployment. Strategy development and deployment. The strategy development and deployment happens at the governance level, leadership level, management level. Isn't it? How do they make the strategies? Do they have the democratic approach or dictator approach? Do they conduct some meetings and call for the options or the strategies democratically? Whether do they participate all of the staff members are not into this strategy making, or other committee members, for governing council members, whoever are the committee members? What is the process of making the strategies, and how do they deploy it? Then the next important thing is faculty empowerment strategies. Are the faculties empowered enough to make the decisions, or they are always dependent on their HOD? They are always dependent on very simple small work also. If they are dependent on the principal, if they are dependent on the management, then the faculties are not empowered enough. Okay, NAC expects that the faculty has to be empowered for some financial decisions also. Now tell me, for the affiliated colleges like us, financial decisions, यहाँ तक कि head of the institution doesn't have much financial power. Forget about the other HODs and the faculty members. That is the reality. Accept it, and whatever the system you follow, that mention it. Even though it is this particular key indicator is for 30 points, do not get under pressure. Okay, and under pressure कुछ गलत मत यहाँ पे represent करो. Whatever is the system, mention it. Next important thing is financial management and resource mobilization. Very important. Here again, all the data from the statistical data from accounts department has to be supplied. How do you manage finance? How do you mobilize the resources for development of the college, development of the students, the assistance to the alumni, help to the faculty members, even the non-teaching staff? If they want to improve, are you organizing some programs for them? You can definitely organize some program for the non-teaching staff also, like Excel, Tally, and different skill development programs or certification courses. You can definitely organize for them. Even the stress management program can be organized for them. But for all these programs to be organized, you need to allocate certain funds. And are you able to mobilize these resources or not? That can be reflected from your audited statements. What was your budget and what was your utilization? Whether the utilization is proper or not, or it is mismanaged, that can be definitely reflected from your audited statements. So this particular key indicator has got 20 points. Okay. So my dear friends, exactly after 2 hours, I am now taking a break as far as this importance of the key indicators and the metrics are concerned. Okay. I hope after this discussion or this presentation, you have got some insight to where to concentrate more, where to devote your more energy, on which criteria, on which key indicator, that you must have got some insights out of this. I request the organizers to share my PPT if it is demanded by any participant, so that they can utilize for their own quality enhancement. Okay, now the session is open for question and answer.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, thank you so much for your valuable information. We gain too much of knowledge, sir. It's a very wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Shashi Kiran, sir. I have one doubt, sir.
From which place you
Because
are, sir? Please. From which
from
place?
Mysore, sir. From Mysore Christ College.
Very good. Yes, sir. Please ask your query now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I have attended the conferences and the publishing papers. Okay, sir. It will be considering in our API score or what, sir?
It will consider even criteria number 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
whether whether or not the financial support was given by your college or not, that is not clear. Whether
yes, sir. That one also. And other we publishing the papers, sir. We contribute papers, okay, in conferences. That will be considering, or only we considering for journals, we publishing peer-reviewed journals.
No. The
and other things.
Conference papers are also considered. Yes.
Considering, okay, sir. That's one. And if we conducting the webinar, sir, that will also consider or what, sir? Otherwise, only we conducted FTP only. Yeah? more than 5 days and other things.
No,
That
no,
I
no.
won't doubt, sir.
Yeah. That carries definitely a value. But see, during this pandemic period, particularly if you talk about 2020, then more of the
Ah,
webinars have been attended by our faculty members, and NAC will definitely accept it because
okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
physical attendance
Ah,
of the FTPs of 5 days and all that is not practically possible nowadays.
yes, sir, correct. Because so classes also is there. Some
Yeah.
weekdays they will put it in. We can
Yes.
attending, but webinars one an hour is there. But we gain the knowledge from webinar also. That will be considered.
Yes, definitely. Provided you must have a certificate of such webinar.
That. Ah,
Yeah. Good.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Any more
Sir,
queries?
I'm Assistant Professor Remya Madan Gopal. I'm IQAC Coordinator of Pillai HOC College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Rasaini.
Your
Sir,
good name,
we are
full name?
Remya Madan Gopal.
Remya Madan Gopal from
Yes,
Rasaini.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have a query, sir. We
Yeah.
are going for our second cycle of NAC, and our date where our accreditation will be done is on 2022 October. So should we submit our SSR before 2022 October, or even the visit should be over by 2022 October, sir?
Well, if your first cycle is going to end on 2022 October,
Yes, sir.
then 6 months before your completion period, you
Yes,
have
sir.
to start your procedure for applying or starting the procedure for the next cycle.
Yes, sir.
That is that is the best time when you can start applying, and you connect with NAC. They will definitely appreciate it because this particular norm is not followed by many of the colleges, and
Yes,
they
sir.
take a gap after their first or second cycle.
Okay.
And if that gap is there, then that gap is normally unjustifiable. Okay.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah. So you start your procedure 6 months before. So from
Yes, sir.
April 2020, you start your process of next cycle.
Okay, sir. Sir, should the visit be over before it, or our accreditation will be in trouble? Is it something of that sort, sir?
VCT?
The peer team visit, should it be over before October 2022,
No,
sir?
no, no. It is not like that. It is not like that.
Okay. Okay, sir.
No. You can prepare. You can start the procedure 6 months before, and
Yes, sir.
the peer team will definitely come after October.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, sir.
Any more questions?
Any question?
What I'm planning for is now whatever this particular session has been concentrated or focused on 5 points. Okay, so the 5 days webinar series has been made. Now the next session, next webinar series will be on individual criteria. That's what I am planning. So whenever that plan is done, and if IQC cell of KMC College agrees to conduct that session also, I'll be happy for 7 days, 7 criteria.